I'm Clarence Habovstak, and I will be judging at the Intermountain Concourse, the Elegance here in Utah today, and we're going to show you around, show you some wonderful cars. Okay, so the judging system we're going to be using during this show will be the French judging system there. Now the way that works is that we'll go ahead and take a look at a car, and we'll look at the authenticity of the car, we'll take a look at the fit and finish of the car. It's really more of an aesthetics type judging. And then we're also going to look at the historical significance each car has, and then we're going to rate it according to the overall elegance of the car. So what I want to do is show you the Ferrari F40. Now the Ferrari F40 was it was a limited production Ferrari. Now there were fewer, well there were just actually over 1,000 of these produced, which is a pretty high number for supercars, if you will. But what was amazing is back in the 90s, the early 90s and late 80s, 89, 90, the F40 actually reached amazing prices when the Ferrari market, if you will, peaked. These cars are actually going for well over $1 million. Now, another really nice characteristic about the F40 is the clamshell. When you lift this clamshell up, you're exposing the whole engine and drivetrain, as well as the suspension and everything. This whole piece just comes right up. There's no power steering in this car, there's no ABS brakes or anything. And this is truly a brutal car. It will kill you. Anybody who's driven an F40 knows that this car will kill you if you don't pay attention to it. And it's just, it's that brutal. Now there's some design characteristics of this car that I really appreciate. It does take a lot of the characteristics of the former 308s, 328s, and even the 288 GTO. And if you take a look at the fins back here, and you've got these, you know, again, you have this, which is, you know, characteristic to Ferrari, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, signifying 4 intakes here for each valve on this side, and likewise on the opposite side. Now the whole interior is a carbon fiber interior, and again it's rattly, it's bumpy. There's no doorknobs inside. You got just a little pull lever that you just pull this cord, and that'll open your door for you. So it's a joy to drive. It's an amazing car, absolutely amazing car. So, and in comparison between the two cars, when you take a look at the Enzo and the F40, you take a look at those, you can see the design, the similarities between the two designs on the cars, that they open the intakes here on the side. And you've got those right here, and the same thing with the Enzo there on the side there. And, you know, they've opened it out there. And one thing that's interesting is that these flying buttresses here, if you look at these, this intake here is very similar to what the 308s have. And they've carried that on as a tradition through all the Ferraris there. Now the Enzo you'll see doesn't necessarily have that. But if you're looking at the production models like the 348s and all the newer cars, that you'll also see those on their design. Even the 599 has this characteristic that comes down, allows wind to enter there. Now, when you take a look here, you'll see the side strakes are very similar to the 308s and 328s as well as the 288 GTO. So it's an amazing, it's a beautiful car. This literally is a race car for the road. So.